To deal with the subject of UFOs, I have taught people for over 30 years to ask three very important questions. Almost everyone, Christian or not, has asked questions regarding UFOs. What I noticed years ago was that unbelievers only ask two of the three questions. Believers are compelled by the scripture itself to ask all three questions. It is the answer to the third question that raises a warning flag on the whole matter. Are they real? Millions of people around the world have seen UFOs, some of them are rather notable. President Jimmy Carter, Bob Larson, and astronaut Gordon Cooper are a few of the initiated. It would seem unadvisable to fly in the face of all these witnesses or to call them unreliable. Are UFOs real? Yes, in the sense of having appeared to so many people around the world. What are they? The most common answer to this question is that they are ETIs, or extraterrestrial intelligences. Because of the conclusions outlined in the Air Force's Blue Book investigation and a host of other studies, I make an entirely different conclusion. The Blue Book said because they had the ability to change direction at speeds far above supersonic, that they appeared to be metaphysical in nature and not physical. Science doesn't dare use terms like spiritual. It is not an empirical term, so they use its cousin, metaphysical, which means exactly the same thing. The Bible has spoken of angels of the Lord and angels and minions of the God of this world, Satan, as being among us for as long as we have inhabited this planet. This being the case, it would be safer to say they are ECIs, or extracelestial intelligences. A world bent on human knowledge to explain everything and a penchant for believing that we are not alone in the universe is not likely to accept this idea. In this case, I'll go with the Bible and not man. What message do they convey or leave for us? Bible-believing people are not at liberty to dismiss this question. In fact, there is no phenomenon, new revelation, prophetic utterance, or any other worldwide advent that can go without being scrutinized by this question. The Apostle Paul outlines the question for us in a very clear and emphatic statement about messages or revelations received from any source at all. Paul said, "But though we, or an angel from heaven, preach any other gospel unto you than that which we have preached unto you, let him be accursed." Galatians 1 verse 8. Do the reports from abductees or any other message left behind by UFOs concur with the Bible message of the gospel? The answer is unequivocally no. In some cases the reports conflict. Some people said they were told the ETIs would intervene at a propitious moment in our history to show us how to harness nuclear power. Other reports said they would intervene to show us how to completely eradicate any use of nuclear power whatsoever. But in no case have any abductees said that they were willing to admit that Christ was the Messiah of the world. They would not say he had died for the sins of the world, been resurrected and was yet to return to judge the living and the dead. Some of them even denied knowing about Christ at all. Since almost everyone in this world knows about Christ, believer or not, what does that say about their intelligence of the ETIs? In these days just before Armageddon, just about every phantasm known to man is being laid upon us to facilitate the dislodging of our faith. Under question number 3, it behoves us to give up the most commonly accepted answer to question number 3, and hold fast to the gospel.